Alright, first off, I want to say Okal, Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. This is your brother Yahweh once again. Just want to do a lesson, a short lesson on the whole UWI. You get me? An article came out the other day with the UWI introducing their whole cashless system that they're pushing on students now. Right? It's gonna be something soon mandatory that every student should have it. But they're coming out with it and saying it's accessible by all students and free for all students. We'll get another article. You get me? So, like I said, it's a whole cashless society that they're moving over to, right? Andrews Prep move over to it. Mona High move over to the cashless society, or introduced it roughly 6 years ago. Came out with a card and they were pushing. I don't know if it's mandatory now, but they were pushing back then that they're starting to use cards where students don't have to carry cash and parents can top up the card at the office, right? And students will have access to certain benefits also with the cards in school, and they can do certain purchase and all of that. Campion College came out with it the other day, right? Now students are going, now that school is going cashless, right? And now UWI making it accessible for their students to have a cashless society on the Mona campus. Alright? So they call it their MasterCard. So here we're gonna dive in it now. The University of the West Indies, Mona, is constantly exploring ways to improve our service to our students. In this regard, we are pleased to embark on a program with Alliance Payment Service Limited to issue the University of the West Indies MasterCard to all students at no charge. So they might give students the ability to get access or gain access to this MasterCard or using this card, right? At the cost of nothing. You don't pay for it, you can get it. Just like how Jamaica registry where them give bird paper, so I literally go around, I got people yard, right? Them literally I find people who don't have bird paper and I give them the privilege to get out them bird paper for free. And granted, this will cost you like $3,000, $5,000, or even more. And they're giving it away free. Why am I give you the availability of having your bird paper to be taken out free? Because they want you on the grid, they want you on the system, right? Because they want to move over to a system where they supply or they use the NIDS. The only way you can get on that program of using the NIDS is you have to have a birth certificate. That's the first thing. The birth certificate are the main thing you need to have first and foremost before you can move on any further. Right? Now, just like for that, UWI, I move out to a cashless society, right? Or a cashless way. Them need to get you to stop use cash, and I'm gonna come out with cards now, right? Which are gonna move on to our next thing or get into that. But let's dive into this article even more. Alright, may I start up on it say the UWI MasterCard is pre-approved for all students and will be issued during the registration period or shortly thereafter for new students. So when you go and you register for go to school, you have to take out one of that too. They might make it mandatory, or so if a student or register, you have to go take out one of card too. Right? It's returning students, so who take break for a year because you can take absence, something like so, for a year or something at UE. So they might make it accessible for those students who are coming back. Them can apply for it and get it as well. You see me? So it's returning students will be guided to the location on campus where they can pick up their UWI MasterCard. right? And MasterCard different from Visa card. MasterCard, they can use it almost anywhere. You understand me? For multi-purpose. It's how the UWI MasterCard provides you with an electronic method of sharing cash, receiving cash from parents, guardians, donors, scholarship payments, etc. Receiving remittance and receiving or making transfers. So them show you the multifunction. That's like I'm say it's a MasterCard. MasterCard different from Visa card. It's a multi-purpose card, right? We use for multiple things and it don't have certain limitations because Visa cards have certain limitations. So you can use it as such. You understand me? But a MasterCard have more benefits to it, and I'm show you the more availability and access granted towards this card. Right? It's a the UWI MasterCard will function much like a debit card, but it will also have a rich array of additional features, what I explained earlier, which makes it a great companion for students. So I'm gonna show you the benefit. Them literally sell you this. They're gonna show you, say, look, nobody go with cash and all that. With this card, they can use it, this, that, whatever the case may be. And a lot of students have problem going through banks to get this, or going through this to do that. Student loan or certain scholarship programs. A lot of times students have problem with this. With this, they must show you it's a lot easier for you. Right? We'll make it convenient for you. They must sell it. You understand me? For sure, say you need to get this. Alright? It's a all vendors. These are one of the key selling points. Listen to this. All vendors on campus, no matter how small, right? So even little man with a pan tuck shop on the side. You walk through campus and you see one little shack. And you go there and see myself biscuit and bag juice. If you even go to him and buy the biscuit and bag juice, even him and go have access for the transaction with that card. It's a all vendors on campus, no matter how small, will be provided with a POS, and I don't know what POS mean. In my head, I think point of service, is it me? Point of service terminal to accept payments from the UWI MasterCard, thereby enabling students to use the card anywhere on campus without worry of carrying cash. So it them a move over to a cashless society. Them a make it convenient for you to use the card and have everything stored on the card without having cash. You understand me? Be sure to collect your personalized, so it have a specific to each student. A specific card for you, just like a Scotia card or your NCB card. Nobody else but you can use it. Nobody else but you have access to it. Anybody else have access to it is that you give them access to it. It's going to be set up, designed, and personalized to you. Your ID that, or banking ID information. Right? Once you receive it, you should activate the card in accordance with the instruction that will be given and use it for all payment transaction on campus. So no matter anything you do, overall, any payment, any other transfer or whatever the case may be, use the card. Right? And this is a transition from the card to students losing them card, having to get the card replaced, to another technology will come out named the RFID chip. Because everything will move over to that chip. Right? For having to walk up and down with the card and all of that, they must say, yo, look, you don't have to lose it, you don't have to damage it, just get it implanted. And it's going to have more than just your card information. It's going to have all the information on it. So you don't have to worry. You can do all your transaction, all your personal banking documentation, or any other business information, you can use with the chip. That's the main point of having a cashless society. Right? You can read this if you want me not to go into this. Right? You can pause the video and take a glance, see for yourself. You get me? You know what a brother here say? We should have bring out film information. But you say, yo, UWI going cashless. You see me? And him say, yo, and just like that, UWI students will be able to shop online, pay bills, etc. without the means of having of cash, right? Or have your own personal card, banking card information, a punching and all. The whole institution itself give you a card for use. You understand me? We're diving right into the scriptures. This is Revelations 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in his right hand or in his forehead. And when I look up that word mark, you go to charagma. You see me? Which means a mark or print or imprinted tattoo or a graving. You see me? Graven image or so. You understand me? When you look up the word charagma, you go back to the root word charax, which means pale or stake. You see me? Pale or stake, when them make fence, what them do? Them get the stick and them go so and sharpen the edge of it and drive it in the ground. That's a pale or stake in the sense. You see me? So the needle or the syringe would be that pale or stake, because I hit them and put the chip in and inject that in you for put the chip inside of you. You see me? Which go back to the word grapho, which means written information, because the chip can hold up to 20,000 pages of information. So it will have all your documents and information on it. So them moving over to a cashless society are going to help further this type of technology. You see me? And say, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. For here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. When I look up that, the last six, when I look up this, it's kaista, stigma. When I look up stigma, it means a pale or incision by a sharp tool. What do you think that sharp tool is? The syringe. The same thing, and them a pump the chip in. They want to put the chip for pump inside of you. You understand me? So all of this reggae Sumfest gone cashless, right? Certain high school and institution gone cashless. The UWI are go cashless. Why do you think them are go cashless? To move over to a cashless society. Why? Because this type of technology imminent. Just like how we put we do videos and updates on the 5G technology. 5G are going to link to blockchain link to this. Everything tying. You get me? So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. And I want to say you call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers on the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.